Heyo, did you see that? Those prankster comets were green. That means there are green stars around now. Those must be the cosmic jewels I keep hearing about. Those green stars are pretty hard to find, so keep your eyes and ears peeled. Take it away, Captain. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy 2. And last time, we beat the game. Okay, well, not exactly. I mean, we have 120 stars. But we're not done yet. As you just saw. Well, I mean, we got a lot of green prankster comets. Which, by the way, every galaxy has that. Holy shit. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I did an intro like right before this, but I was like, no, if I open it up with that prankster comet, or that green comet kind of flying over the worlds, that'd be way cooler. So, I'm starting out like that. I'm doing like 2 intros, like back to back, kind of, but this will be the legit one. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the series, of course, like I said, like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. And I will say, I did take a couple weeks off from this Let's Play to focus on Wind Waker, and good news on that retrospective that I have been teasing. It is very close to being done. It's just I have a few more skits I gotta do that are pretty big. But they won't be that bad. And yeah, that's all that's left. You know, to kind of just add to it. Add some flavor in there, you know. So, yeah, that's all that's left. So I gotta wait for, you know, voice lines and stuff like that, and, you know, other things before I can really, you know, film those. But, yeah, it's a pretty big deal, and that's very exciting. But, if any of you guys were worried that I quit the Let's Play, don't worry. I was not gonna do that. I don't like not finishing things. Which is what my younger self used to kind of struggle at a lot. But, no, we're finishing this Let's Play, 100%, and, we've only really just entered into the second half of the game, second half, because, you know, with these green stars, as you can kind of see here, if we zoom out, every single level has a green star prankster comet. Every single one. Every single level. And not just one, mind you. Hold up. Not just one. Not just one. But 3 green star prankster comets. I am not kidding. So yeah, we're not done. We got a lot of stars left. So yeah, let's just get started. So I'll kind of explain, you know, what exactly the green stars really are, how they work, and all that stuff. So, of course, we're going to continue with Luigi, because, I mean, Mario had his action for the first, you know, main story of this Let's Play, but now we'll have Luigi do all the bonus post-game stuff. But, yeah, we have all these green stars, and, every galaxy has either 3 or 2 of them. The main galaxies have 3, the smaller ones have 2, I believe. Again, it's been a long time. And, yeah, let's just get right into it. And so, obviously, there's a custom, like, green kind of, you know, a little banner there on the side when you're going into the galaxy. So that's kind of cool. But, so how these green stars work, basically, is, you know, so you go back into all the levels as normal. You know, exactly as, you know, they were, originally. But there is a catch, and that catch is that these green stars are hidden stars, which, okay, this one isn't really hidden. To be fair, a lot of them aren't really that hidden, but others are. It's interesting, but this is our first green star of Sky Station. There you go. I mean, that quick. So some of them can be, like, really short, some of them really long. Again, they're hidden stars, so they do encourage exploration. Which, again, is ironic, considering this game is pretty linear, especially compared to Galaxy 1. Which, that one was linear too, but that one was a little more open with its galaxies. There was more missions and stuff like that. But, well, I mean, the irony of that is that technically this game has more missions in its galaxies because of the green stars. So, again, it's kind of, it's actually pretty funny. But, yeah. All we gotta do now is just do these green stars. And, let me tell you guys this. I don't know where all these green stars are. So every time we go into a new galaxy, I'm going to have to look and make sure, where all the green stars are. So, I don't take 1,000 years. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be like, oh shit, where's this green star at? Where's this green star at? I don't want to do that. So I want to make sure, I know what I'm doing. We're prepared. And I also want this to be kind of a useful guide for you guys. If you're trying to get green stars yourselves. I know there's a bunch of others on YouTube. But, hey, you got mine if you want as well. But, I was, another reason why I kind of took a little bit of a break from the LP was just the fact that I didn't really know how to structure the Green Star episodes. That was something I just couldn't figure out, but, yeah, there's the Green Stars as Gray Stars, so you can technically get the older stars, Green Stars in future Green Star missions. I think you can probably find all of them, like, at once. But, you can find in whatever order, technically. No matter what mission you actually select for the Green Stars, if that makes sense. But, no, yeah, I mean, the main reason, aside from, obviously, going at it with Wind Waker and finishing that off, was to, again, finish up the Wind Waker, and, well, not the Wind Waker, sorry, sorry, no, well, finishing up the Wind Waker, with the Wind Waker, sorry, I'm kind of, it's been a little bit, so cut me some slack, but, it's been a couple weeks since I commentated an episode of this, which is, it's a natural talent. I think I'm pretty good at commentating. I feel like I do kind of repeat sometimes. I do a good job at not repeating myself too much, but I do kind of like, kind of forget what I'm saying sometimes because your mind's going over the place, if that makes sense, so, you gotta be kind of careful and make sure you're not, messing up like that, if that makes sense, but it happens, and, I think it makes it more human, especially since AI is kind of, taking over, so it's nice to have, humanity kind of, having some, spotlight and, and this kind of stuff, but here's our next green star, so this one's definitely a more hidden star. You gotta be careful there, though, you could probably easily die there, so I recommend, like, not doing that. I do know where our third one is as well, so, yeah, the main reason, as I was saying, is that I didn't know how to structure the Green Star episodes. I didn't know if I was just going to cut to each Green Star and just show it off that way, how long the episodes were going to be, and, reasons like that. I just didn't really know, and I also felt like, since the Green Stars, there's another 120 of them, so it would make sense to take a little break in between, obviously, the main game and the Green Stars, in my opinion, right? I think that just makes more sense to do that. But my idea for structuring these Green Star episodes is literally just going at them as normal, but every time we go to a new galaxy, I do a little bit of a transition, a little bit of a cut, you could say, and, see where all of those green stars for that galaxy are, and then we go from there, if that makes sense. So, hopefully you guys are cool with that. I think it's, I think it makes sense to do, because there's no way I'm going to remember where every single one of these green stars are for every galaxy within, like, that episode. But as you can kind of see, we're on the second main star mission of Sky Station for our third green star, so the green stars can either be in the first main mission or the second main mission, which I like, because, obviously, the missions change, there's different things going on, new planets you go and explore, so yeah, I think it adds a little bit more variety than if it was just like, oh, it's just in the first mission, if that makes sense. So, I definitely like that. So that's very cool. And, there you go. But my idea for structuring the green stars is, just doing it, hello? Should probably just get that star. It's just probably doing either half a world per episode or a full world. I'm still not entirely sure, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. If I should do, like, half a world or, a full world per episode, since the green stars honestly don't take that long. Also, Luigi's just straight red right there. That looks kind of cool. Like, look at that. He's just completely red. I think also you can kind of notice that the characters actually they're red. And then the rainbow is kind of a trail behind them. So, you're technically a red Mario, a red Luigi, so that's kind of interesting. Our green star is inside this planet right here, this station. But yeah, so either half a world per episode or a full world per episode. I'm really stuck between the two, to be honest, but I'm probably gonna end up doing half a world, because you know it makes them a little shorter. I don't want episodes being too long. Just you know, for pacing's sake, I guess. Which is kind of stupid, which is kind of ironic, because so the Wind Waker retrospective, right? I mean, with how obviously I've teased that being my biggest video ever. It is by far my largest video that I've ever made, and I will say this: it is long. It's gonna be over 2 hours long. It's a movie, you know. I mean, it's a legit movie. So, okay, I'm just stay on this platform. I know the green star is on the side somewhere. I think it's up here. Yep, there it is. Let's go. But yeah. So, I think the way that's paced as well. I think, you know, there's a lot going on. So, I mean, it's a big video. I feel like that's a different kind of thing. I feel like people are going to want to keep watching it. I think my retrospectives are really good at kind of drawing people in, because I watch them and like even myself, like I keep watching them because I'm like, damn, this is really good. I do them in a very unique way, and I feel like obviously the Wind Waker retrospective isn't just an ordinary retrospective. It's different. It's different. I feel like it's doing some things that I feel like it's never really been done before. And if it has, it's being taken to the next level in a way. But yeah, I guess that's Sky Station. See you guys on our next galaxy, Yoshi Star. You know, it's really weird doing that, and it's like just silence for a couple seconds when you get to the next galaxy. I really hope this is like a good structure. Now, I didn't have to look at anything because I do know where all the Yoshi Star Galaxy green stars are. So, I'm good. I don't need to look at anything for this one. I just did that to be consistent, you know? For consistency's sake. Prankster Comet Dictate. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of that. But, yeah, Green Star 1. Let's go. But, yeah, another thing about these green stars that I do want to mention is they're kind of a precursor to the moons from Mario Odyssey in a way. Which I never really realized that, to be honest, until fairly recently when like someone kind of pointed that out. I was like, oh my god, that's right, this is basically the moons from Odyssey, but obviously a little bit different because it's in Galaxy. I don't know, I think that's kind of cool. Oh, damn you, Dapper. Yeah, Dapper's at it again. That's awesome. Yoshi's freed again. We don't really need Yoshi, to be honest. I'm gonna go grab Yoshi because, I mean, you know, Yoshi's awesome. And he's gonna have a pretty major role next year. Which, yeah, there's a lot to talk about there. Which we'll get to. But can I like get up here, please? Hello? Yoshi, can you please like go up? Hello? Okay, I guess Yoshi didn't want to reach it, but hey, Luigi died. Let's pretend that's Blue Yoshi and say, you know, fuck you. Fuck Blue Yoshi. We don't like Blue Yoshi. He's a problem. We all know that. But if you're a longtime viewer of my channel for whatever reason. But no, yeah, I mean, I think it's cool how I guess the moons from Odyssey were kind of, you know, kind of inspired by the green stars in a way. And I think, you know, the green stars, I mean, they function the exact same way. It's just the main difference is that every time you collect a star, you have to back out the world. Which, you know, I'm not, I mean, I get it with this game. Like, it's fine. But it would be kind of nice if you could just, like, collect it and then just keep continuing the level. If there's another green star in that level, if that makes sense, in that mission. Because, again, not all 3 green stars are in the same mission, right? Some of them will be in the first one, some of them in the second. So you kind of want to, I don't know. You kind of want to, I guess, have it to where you just back out, so you don't have to just do the main mission all over again. Which, fair enough. I get that on Nintendo's part. That's totally fine. Our green star, by the way, is over here on that volcano. As you guys maybe saw right there, that little I guess hole of sorts, I guess, on the galactic space volcano. I don't know how that works, but sure, I guess. I am going to kill Dapper again. We'll kill Kamek. There we go. Again, if you guys don't know who Dapper is a loyal viewer on my channel. So, and his main thing is Kamek, because he would main Kamek in Mario Kart 8. So that's kind of the reference. Again, if you guys are like, why does he keep calling Kamek Dapper? You guys become a loyal viewer, so that is why. Oh god, we're so screwed. Oh! Perfect. Awesome. Hey, we got the Yoshi Luigi star shot there, so that's awesome. And we're already almost done with Dirt Star Galaxy. So, there's that. We already have one more green star left. These green stars are not very long. The only ones that can be very long is the ones that kind of show up at the end of a level, if that makes sense. Which is exactly what our next green star is. So this next green star, our last one for Yoshi Star Galaxy, let me say this, is at the very end of the level, which isn't that bad. Like, that's fine. Like, it's whatever. But yeah, some of these green stars, they can be near the end of the levels. Also, I just realized there is no green star for the second mission of this level. So they could have had it to where you just, you collect a green star and then you can just keep continuing the game, the level for more green stars. Which again actually brings up another good point, is that, some of the green stars, kind of make you go into places where you would normally die if the green star wasn't there. Like, for example, that second green star from Yoshi Star Galaxy. That would have, like, if the green star wasn't there, that would be like death. That would be straight up death. So, it makes sense that there was oh, they make you exit out the level. I mean, to be fair, even in Mario Sunshine and 64, they kind of made you exit the level, like, no matter what shine you got. The only exception was like the 100 coin stars, and whatnot, where you would stay in the level, which I think that's awesome. And my strategy for the Luigi Yoshi volcano shot, let's go. My strategy for 100 coin missions is to obviously get all 100 coins, but also make sure to get the red coins in the process, which obviously help in getting the 100 coin star, because every red coin equals 2 coins, which makes 16 coins. So obviously you would want to grab those red coins, and the red coins, of course, they're for their own star. So my strategy is to obviously, get all the red coins for the 100 coin star. Right, the star pops up, but I don't get it. And I keep getting more coins until I get 100 coins. I then get the 100 coin star first, and then I go back and get the red coin star, because the red coin star does make you exit out the mission. So, I hope that makes sense. I think that's probably the best strategy when it comes to... hey! I see the green star, it's right up there. I think that's the best strategy when it comes to doing the 100 coin missions, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure people go with that strategy, because the red coin mission does obviously help with 100 coins. So I would, of course, recommend doing that, because, it's a smart thing to do, so, that was, like, pretty speedrun-y. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go grab these. Voice crack, of course. And let's get our green star. Oh, okay, I don't think Yoshi's going to be able to get this. Yeah. Pretty sure you have to jump off Yoshi for that one. I'm sure. I mean, you can maybe get Yoshi to grab that if you do the flutter jump glitch, technically, but still, whatever, I guess. 126. Yeah, guys, we still got a lot more. Galaxy completes. Awesome. Yeah, so as you're noticing, there's gold crowns now, meaning the galaxies are 100% complete. So we'll never have to go back to those galaxies again, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, let's head on to our next galaxy, being Spin Dig. Yeah, we're going to Spin Dig next. See you guys there. Alright, Spin Dig. I'm not going to lie, when I was looking at him, I thought there was only 2 green stars in this one, but no, there's in fact 3. I would think there would be, because this is obviously a bigger galaxy because it has the 2 main stars. But yeah, Spin Dig has some interesting ones, and you know, I'm not gonna lie, again, back to this galaxy, I really like this galaxy. This always has been a favorite of mine. Green Star 1, let's go. I think it definitely does, just obviously the power-up, with the drill, obviously very well. Also, by the way, you can hear the green stars shine in the cutscenes, in those intro cutscenes, which is kind of interesting. But yeah, so I don't know, I really like this one in the background. I don't know if I mentioned it when we were first here, all those episodes ago, back in the beginning of the series, but this background is actually the only, I guess the only background that I guess appears in just this galaxy. So yeah, I mean, that's cool. It makes it definitely more unique. I appreciate that. I really do want to try and like triple jump all these pillars and see if I can make it to the top, which okay, probably not. Again, we are using Luigi, so obviously we have arguably better abilities. Of course, better jumping, we're faster. Obviously, that makes everything harder, but, you know, still. But, yeah, it's pretty cool. Now, where is... Oh, shit. Flower dudes. Now, I will, say this. So... I might actually save this conversation for the next episode. I have a pretty big thing to kind of talk about. But our next green star is right here. I might have fucked up getting the spin drill. I'm not gonna lie. I might have fucked up. Maybe. Oh, we got it. Okay, I honestly thought I kind of screwed up there. Because with the spin drill, you know, things are a little different. So, alright, we're good. Cool. Alright, awesome. I was a little worried there. That I, like, screwed myself up from doing that. But, yeah, so, what do I want to talk about? Because we still have a little bit of this episode left. Let me think. So, oh, yeah. So recently, I went to a retro... I went to 2 really cool places. 2 retro places. That are, like, really close to where I live. The first one was an antique store. It used to be a Big Lots. It's very close to where I live. It's, like, really close to my house. And they have a really cool retro gaming section. And they also have like other gaming stuff just kind of around in other areas. And they had so much. I was genuinely shocked. They had like games from loads of different systems. They had a full-blown NES. They had a full-blown N64, both in the boxes, which was insane. They had tons of Game Boys from I think the original Game Boy, the different colors of the Game Boy Color. There was a Game Boy Advance SP. I think there was a normal Game Boy Advance, I believe, as well. So, yeah, that was cool. They had a ton of They have, Wii games, Wii U games, Xbox 360, PS3, PS2, NES, Super Nintendo. Their selection was pretty good, especially when it came to NES and SNES, and I mean, it was actually insane. And like, obviously, I don't have a full-time job, or I don't have a job in general yet, but just across the board, I mean, obviously that's going to change. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but so I can obviously have some moolah, of course, which obviously is a good thing. Hello, Luma. But no, it was really cool. I saw a lot of really cool games. I saw the Zelda NES golden cartridge for the first time, and my God, it looked beautiful. I really wanted it, despite me not having an NES. I mean, they had like tons of iconic games. The prices, I'm not gonna lie, weren't really that bad in my opinion. I might be crazy. Oh, oh my God. Okay, well that was pretty crazy. Okay, let's get. Oh God. I didn't have the momentum. Okay, we got it. I had the momentum. Well, no, they had like tons of different things. And even around the store, they had like amiibos and stuff, which the amiibos were pretty cheap. Which shocked me, because amiibos nowadays, as we all know, have gotten insanely expensive, which, don't worry, we're gonna talk about this here eventually when we get there. But no, it was super cool. They had Mario Bros. Duck Hunt for $5, which, to be fair, that's about as much as the actual cartridge is worth, because, I mean, everybody had it, so, I don't know. $5 for Mario is pretty, I don't know, it's kind of crazy with Duck Hunt. And then they had they had the Wii as well at that antique store. They had two Wiis, and both of them were kind of just like, just kind of stuck in the like a shelf. It was really funny. Like, they were kind of hard to spot. You'd have to kind of go deep into the store to find them, but it was cool. Our next Green Star is in that planet. I'm telling you guys that right now. But no, it was so cool. And they had the blue Wii remote, the light blue Wii remote, from the Wii Family Edition from 2011. That was really sick. But yeah, we're on our second mission. Ugh! But no, it was so cool. They had the black Wii also, which I believe was the original model, since the black one was also like the original model that had GameCube compatibility. The Wii that I'm currently using is of GameCube compatibility, so I literally have GameCube controllers connected to it right now. Funnily enough. Oh, let's go. The Vine through space is so interesting. But yeah, I know I'm kind of speed running, because I mean, we've already been through these levels, right? So yeah, our next Green Star is literally over here. This is just it's literally right there. Try and do a triple jump, double jump, and then a wall jump, perhaps. Maybe, or just, a triple jump and then wall jump. Yep, there we go. Awesome. But no, it was so cool. They had Minecraft Wii U Edition. They had a physical copy of Minecraft Wii U Edition. You guys all know about my history with Minecraft Wii U Edition and how much that obviously means to me. Not gonna lie, I did kind of want it just to have a physical version of the game. It was pretty cheap, I'm not gonna lie. Just as a kind of a collector's piece, just having the Wii U edition of Minecraft physically. It's obviously that game, is a very big, important part of my history. So, yeah, see you guys on the next galaxy. See ya. Flip Swap Galaxy! Again, I know the cutaways, but I just gotta make sure I know where my damn green stars are. Because, again, I'm not gonna spend 1,000 years trying to find these things. So I just want to know where they're at. But yeah, let's go. But no, it was so cool, dude. Minecraft Wii U edition. Alright, it was so. I was a little tempted. I'm not gonna lie. But no, it was cool. What else did they have that stood out to me? They had Ocarina of Time on the N64. Their N64 collection was kind of bad. I'm not gonna lie. They didn't really have many N64 games, but they had the actual console, and yeah. So they had the NES, and they had the N64 in box. Also, one more thing. They had Intellivision games and Atari games, which is kind of crazy because my dad actually grew up with the Intellivision way back in the late 70s, early 80s. You know, he used to play Pitfall. He told me that he used to stay up all night playing Pitfall, which, you know, looking back, is kind of funny considering that, you know, what Pitfall, you know, with how Pitfall, like, kind of is in the modern day. Like, it's really nothing. You know, I mean, I could imagine myself spending hours playing Pitfall, but you gotta remember, that was the late 70s, early 80s. That was a different time. Video games aren't what they are today, right? And what they would become, you know, afterwards. You know? So obviously, you know, very, very different there, of course, than, you know, back then. But anyways, despite that awesome, cool detail, with the Atari and television games, at that store, they did have an NES and N64. The reason I'm saying this again is because I actually bought the N64. I actually got it. Well, my dad actually. I was gonna pay for it, and then my dad paid himself. I had to pay him back. But even though I did have the money, but yeah, I bought the N64. It was in the box. It came with a full console and everything. The controller, the full console, the cables, everything, the full set. And that was awesome. And let me tell you this. It was really funny because, like, when I was, like, looking at it, the one guy came up to me and obviously was like, "Oh, is everything going all right? You know, whatever." And I was like, "That N64, I need it." And it was really funny because when he got it, he, you know, to kind of get it checked out and everything, he dropped it. The dude dropped it. I mean, the console's fine. Like, there was nothing from it. It was whatever. It was kind of funny. I was like, dude, I felt so bad because, like, that'd be really embarrassing, you know, dropping something like that. And it wasn't like again, there was no, like, nothing came from it. It's all good, right? It wasn't like anything bad. You know, obviously there was no damage or anything, trust me. I was not going to buy a damaged N64, no way. But no, I brought it home, and, you know, that was cool. I did tell them about my YouTube channel, and they were like, "Whoa, that's really cool." The one person thought my Lego stop motions was, like, the coolest thing ever. You know, and that was, like, really cool to me. She thought that was really awesome. I didn't ask what my channel name was. I probably should have just told them what it was. But no, yeah, I mean, I told them about my YouTube channel. They were obviously very impressed. And, you know, that's what most people in public say, I guess, normally. Like, I'm really trying to time this right. When they find out about my YouTube channel, like, and, you know, and what I do on it, they're like, "Whoa, that's really cool." They think it's the coolest thing. So, you know, it's always a really awesome kind of feeling when somebody thinks, you know, my channel and what I do on it's really awesome. Because, I mean, I think it's awesome. I think I make really great stuff on here. And, it's great. It's awesome. It really is. But, yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode off here. So, I'll continue my talk with the N64 in the next episode, to not keep this one going any longer. But, yeah, then I'll talk about my experience, and then I'll talk about the other retro store, which, again, I didn't really have enough time to talk about. We'll talk about that on the next episode. But, yeah, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, share, comment, and do all that, and, of course, and I will see you guys on the next episode where we continue our Green Star adventure in World 1. See you guys on the next one. See ya.